Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lingo Dots Podcasts. It's great to have you here today. I'm excited about our topic. It's about a man whose inventions changed the way we live. His name? Nikola Tesla.
Hi, everyone. Yes, Tesla is one of the most brilliant inventors in history. He's the reason we have the kind of electricity that powers almost everything today. But his story is more than just about science. It's full of challenges, amazing ideas, and big dreams.
Exactly. He started with very little, but left behind a legacy that still inspires people around the world. Today, we're going to take you through Tesla's incredible life and show how his ideas shaped the future.
Let's get started. Whether you're a fan of science or just curious about Tesla, this episode is for you. Welcome to Lingo Dots Podcasts.
Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in a small village called Smiljan, in what we now call Croatia. His birth was during a terrible lightning storm. People in his family thought the storm was a sign.
That's right. A midwife said the storm meant he would be a child of darkness. But his mother disagreed and said, no, he will be a child of light. Looking at his life now, it feels like she was right.
Tesla's childhood wasn't easy, though. When he was just 5 years old, he saw his older brother fall from a horse. The accident was terrible, and his brother didn't survive. This left a deep scar on Tesla.
I can't imagine how hard that must have been for a child. Tesla loved his brother, and losing him changed his life. After that, Tesla began seeing strange visions, bright flashes of light that no one else could see.
Those flashes were confusing for him at first, but they also made him special. As he grew older, Tesla learned to use those visions to imagine his inventions. Even as a young boy, his mind was different from others.
It's amazing to think that a tragedy in his early life helped shape the mind of someone who would one day change the world.
Tesla's family played an important role in shaping who he became. His mother, Juka Mandic, was especially inspiring to him. She didn't have a formal education, but she was incredibly smart and creative.
That's true. She made tools for their home and could remember things perfectly. Tesla believed he got his creativity and memory skills from her. He always admired her and felt close to her.
And then there was his father, Milutin. He was a priest, and he wanted Nicola to follow in his footsteps. But Tesla had other plans. He was curious about machines and electricity, even as a child.
It wasn't easy for Tesla to convince his father. At first, Milutin didn't support Tesla's dreams. He wanted Nicola to have a stable and respected job like being a priest. But eventually, he saw how passionate Tesla was about science.
Exactly. And it's a good thing he did. Tesla's curiosity about the world was unstoppable. Growing up in a family like that, with a creative mother and a thoughtful father, helped him become the inventor we know today.
It's interesting, isn't it? Even though they had different ideas for his future, Tesla's parents both gave him the support he needed in their own ways.
Tesla's education showed how hardworking and talented he was. He went to the Technical College of Graz in Austria, where he studied engineering. His professors were amazed by how quickly he understood complicated ideas.
I've heard he could do calculus, a very hard type of math, in his head. He didn't even need to write anything down. His teachers worried he was working too hard, though. He studied from morning until late at night.
Yes, Tesla was dedicated, but his time at school wasn't perfect. He developed a habit of gambling. At first, it was just for fun, but soon he became addicted. This caused a lot of trouble for him.
Unfortunately, he lost all his money and had to leave school without finishing. Tesla didn't tell his family what happened. Instead, he disappeared, and his friends even thought he had drowned in a river.
But Tesla wasn't gone forever. He reappeared in Budapest, where he started working as an electrician for a telephone company. This was his first real job, and it gave him experience with machines and electricity.
And while walking in a park one day, Tesla had an amazing idea. He imagined a system called alternating current, or AC. This idea would become the most important invention of his career.
It's incredible that even during hard times, Tesla's brilliant mind kept thinking of new solutions. That moment in the park marked the start of something that would change the world.
In 1884, Tesla made a big decision to move to the United States. He arrived in New York City with just 4 cents in his pocket. Can you imagine starting a new life with almost no money?
It's hard to imagine, but Tesla was determined. On his very first day in New York, he walked straight to Thomas Edison's office. Edison was already famous as one of the greatest inventors in the world.
Tesla wanted to work for Edison. He shared some of his ideas, and Edison was impressed by Tesla's intelligence. Edison gave him a job, and for a while, the two worked well together.
Tesla helped improve Edison's machines, and Edison even promised him a $50,000 bonus if he could make some of them better. Tesla worked very hard and completed the task. But when he asked for the bonus, Edison refused to pay.
That's right. Edison told Tesla it was just a joke, saying, "You don't understand American humor." Tesla felt cheated and decided to quit. He knew he couldn't trust Edison anymore.
It must have been so disappointing for Tesla. But instead of giving up, he decided to focus on his own ideas. He dreamed of bringing his alternating current system to life, even if it meant starting from nothing.
Tesla's courage to leave a famous inventor like Edison shows how much he believed in his own vision. He was willing to take risks for what he believed in.
After leaving Edison, Tesla began working on his alternating current, or AC, system. Around this time, he met George Westinghouse, a businessman who believed in Tesla's ideas. Westinghouse decided to support Tesla and help him promote AC electricity.
But Tesla's journey wasn't easy. Thomas Edison was promoting a different kind of electricity called direct current, or DC. Edison said DC was safer than AC and tried to convince people to use it instead.
Edison didn't just talk about it. He took extreme steps to prove his point. He even used AC electricity in public to harm animals, hoping to scare people. It was a shocking and cruel tactic.
That's true, and he didn't stop there. Edison helped create the first electric chair, which used AC power. He wanted everyone to think AC was dangerous, but Tesla and Westinghouse didn't give up.
They worked hard to show that AC was better. Their big chance came at the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago. Tesla's AC system powered the entire event, lighting up the fairgrounds with bright, safe electric lights.
Millions of people saw the success of AC. After that, Tesla and Westinghouse built the first major AC power plant at Niagara Falls. This plant sent electricity to Buffalo, New York, proving AC could power cities.
The war of currents finally ended with Tesla's AC system becoming the standard. It was a huge victory, and it changed how the world used electricity forever.
After winning the war of currents, Tesla didn't stop inventing. One of his most famous creations was the Tesla coil. This device could produce very high-voltage electricity. It became an important tool for experiments in wireless communication.
Yes, Tesla dreamed of a world where people could send messages and even power devices without using wires. One of his demonstrations was a remote-controlled boat. At the time, no one had seen anything like it.
That's right. Tesla showed off his boat in New York, controlling it using wireless signals. People were amazed and even thought it was magic. But it was just Tesla being ahead of his time.
He also made progress in X-ray technology. Tesla even took an X-ray of his own hand during one of his experiments. These ideas showed how much potential his inventions had to change the world.
But not everything went smoothly for Tesla. In 1895, a fire destroyed his lab in New York. He lost years of work, and it was a terrible setback. Still, Tesla kept dreaming big.
Unfortunately, other inventors like Guglielmo Marconi began using some of Tesla's patents. Marconi sent the first radio message across the Atlantic Ocean in 1901. Even though Tesla's work made it possible, Marconi got most of the credit.
Tesla tried to build a global wireless communication system using a tower called Wardenclyffe, but his investors lost faith and stopped funding the project. Without money, Tesla had to abandon his dream.
It's heartbreaking to think about. Tesla was so close to changing the world again, but the challenges were too great. Still, his earlier work had already made a huge impact, and he never stopped trying.
As Tesla got older, life became more difficult for him. He spent his final years living in the New Yorker hotel. He had very little money and lived a simple life, relying on help from George Westinghouse to pay for his rent and meals.
That's true. Despite his struggles, Tesla still cared deeply about his inventions. He spent his days feeding pigeons and thinking about new ideas. He even said he loved the pigeons as if they were his family.
One of Tesla's most remarkable acts during this time was tearing up his royalty contract with Westinghouse. If he had kept it, he would have earned millions of dollars. But Tesla didn't want his friend's company to fail, so he gave it all up.
That shows so much about Tesla's character. He wasn't interested in money or fame. What mattered to him was science and helping the world. It's sad to think that someone so brilliant spent his last days feeling forgotten.
Tesla passed away on January 7, 1943, at the age of 86. He died alone, but his inventions had already changed the world. It took years after his death for people to truly understand how important his work was.
Now, Tesla is remembered as one of the greatest inventors in history. His ideas paved the way for modern electricity, wireless communication, and even renewable energy. His story is a reminder that true genius is often ahead of its time.
Nikola Tesla's life was full of challenges, but his contributions to the world were extraordinary. From alternating current to wireless technology, his ideas shaped the future and still impact our lives today.
That's right. Even though he faced many struggles, Tesla's dedication to his work never wavered. He showed us the power of imagination and how one person's vision can change the world.
Thank you for joining us on this journey through Tesla's incredible story. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and share it.
And let us know whose biography you'd like to hear next. Don't forget to subscribe to Lingo Dots podcasts for more amazing stories. Until next time, take care.